yeah, so the bitrate is apparently just going to be very up and down today. I've pulled 40 meg down and I've pulled 1 meg down, so I don't know. This is EU3 music. Not bad. And just like that, the bitrate starts its slow re-ascent. Okay, so what were we working on? I know that we had a metro line that ended up not really doing much for us. You were planning on modifying the highway, start building the second part. That is true. I do think we want to consider grabbing this tile as well before we start doing that. Would be 7,600. We aren't sitting on a lot of cash right now, but we are starting to hit the limits of this island pretty quickly. We do have this little section out here. I'm not sure if I want to do anything with that though. If the music seems too loud, just let me know. Also, Adrian, since I know you have a bunch of points and want to name the districts, just as a friendly reminder, here are the districts. We've got this one over here, which is currently called Spring Square. We've got the Downtown District. We've got Robin Square. We've got the Florence District, and we've got Cozy Heights. So you've got 5 districts right now that you can possibly rename with your points. If you don't know what I'm talking about, hit exclamation point loyalty, and then it'll tell you about the loyalty point system we have here on Rut9 Plays. Okay, so I put in this nice little avenue here. We do need to turn these stoplights off. I guarantee you that we don't need the stoplights there. Take me to my junction tool. Get in there. You guys get a stop sign. Turn that off. You guys get a stop sign. We are red light free elsewhere in the city, correct? Yes, it does appear that we are red light free elsewhere in the city. Having some serious frame drops. I think we're going to want to just try to turn things down. Give me a short shadow distance. Don't want to drop AA. We'll drop level of detail down. We'll drop shadow quality down to medium. Oh yeah, the names are awful. There's just automatically generated garbage that I don't care about. We'll apply that. We'll maybe get a little bit of FPS back, but a large part of this is just going to be Traffic Manager President Edition, eating up a lot of resources. So how are we doing on loans? I don't remember where we were at on that. We are not able to pay this one back. We have not gotten the large 200K loan yet. I don't really want to do highway stuff until we have a large... Why are the overlays showing all the time? There we go. I actually did some research on Candyland, the board game. Oh, got it. Yes. The Candyland names are terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we've got some residential demand, and I don't think we have any big residential pockets we can do much with. We've got this little bit right here. We could try to cram in some more houses. Let's go ahead and add a little bit there. Give me the curve tool. Probably come out from this one about like this, and then we can zone this off with residential. All right, the game lag is amazing. I'm loving that. And then obviously we do have a lot more room out here to build and up here, so that's probably where our next expansions are going to be. We do need to get the money trickling in. So how about we unpause, go up to speed 3, and just kind of like figure out where our city is at right now. It's considered a racing board game. It is considered a racing board game, yes, because technically it is a racing game, but not really. The other interesting thing about Candyland, if you're not aware, is as soon as the deck is shuffled, a winner has been decided. You are literally playing a game They renamed Grandma Nut to Nana in 2014. Of course they did. Why would they not? It's a shame because Grandma Nut's a great name. Let's take a look at traffic. I don't think we've had any traffic problems yet. Seems like we've kept the traffic mostly under control. Traffic flow at 87%. Nothing that I'm too concerned about there. All right, I do want to see if we can get some frame rate back. Let's go into TPME and we may just have to turn off the advanced vehicle AI. It's probably the one that's killing us the most. We'll drop that one and see where we're at. Didn't really help much. So let's turn, would you prefer molasses swamp or chocolate swamp? Chocolate swamp is going to be easier to say. I don't know what it is, but I am far more likely to mess up the word molasses. Low simulation accuracy. This is purely a video issue. I know that this is like exactly what we did last week, but I mean, if this isn't what's killing us, then how about, are any of the rest of these a big deal? I don't think so. Go back to graphics and just turn more stuff off. Drop AA, I guess. Okay, well, nothing I'm doing is having any effect on frame rate, so I guess we'll just ignore that. So residential demand, huh? Is our metro line doing anything yet? 38 per week, huh? Well, expanding the metro is going to be an important thing to do. We are going to want to get it, you know, like a station out here and a station near the industry. I'm thinking we probably want to go ahead and do some of our expansion down here. I want to grab this tile at some point so we can actually build on the edge of that cliff. Here's what I think we're going to do. Let's drag this one out about like so. That gives us this kind of sort of ugly cliff. And then we'll drag this up into a four-way intersection. And let's make sure that that junction is set up correctly. Junction. You also have a stop sign. We want to keep this road flowing primarily. And then I believe that we have a mix of high density and low density zoning. Yes, we do. So we will zone low density on this side of the road to the edge of that square. Do high density commercial in here. And then low density commercial on this side of the road. Nope, low density commercial, I said. Oops. Game. Okay, I thought the game was about to crash on me. That would have been very, very sad. We'll do some low density residential there, and then let's just extend this avenue out a ways. 4-lane with decorative grass. Actually, so we have the net picker tool. If I can remember how to use it. Your stuff. 2 segments, calculate an intersection, precision. So I haven't used his road tools in a while. The slope smoothing is useful. Probably going to choose something basic for the first one. Yeah, I don't blame you. Net picker, just give me that road, and then How expensive is this one going to be? Can you take me up to regular height? I want this one to kind of just split right down the middle. And then we'll draw some stuff off of that. So grab the 2-lane. Bitrate drop to 0. Stream has dropped entirely. And we're back, like magic. All the way back up to 300 or 3000 bitrate. And then back down to 0. I don't know, dude. It's weird. We're gonna drag this along the beach. And then we're gonna drag this. Actually, give me the freestyle tool. Sorry about the bitrate, guys. Here's your quality chat command. Working on it. Doing whatever I can. All right, drag this out so we can have a bit more of a smooth curve coming back up. I presume the name should be in English. Yeah, the name being in English would probably be preferable. And then that will connect back about right there. Okay, that works for me. Which English? American English? Yeah, American English. If those are the only two options. I know, I'm boring. And then we will drag this intersection out that way. This is gonna be a little more grid-like. I'm not, like, upset about it, but can you take me back up to regular level? Licorice is much better, but whatever. I mean, if you want to do it in UK English, that's fine. You can name it whatever you want. It's your points. And then honestly, like, let's just drag that out. That's kind of an ugly curve, but... And then I think we're just gonna make this all residential. And I think we're gonna run a metro line all the way down here. So even though we're not gonna be able to connect it right away, I wanna go ahead and put a metro stop right about there. And so this little central area is probably going to need to be commercial just because of the noise from the metro. This music is an absolute slapper, by the way. So all of this will make commercial, and then literally everything else up here is going to be low density res. So give me my big square. And boom. Plenty of low density res. We will need to water this. No, we have already watered the whole island. I did that last time just to make sure we're good. We definitely will not have all of the city services down here. Licoriza glabra. I probably A, for one, butchered that, and B, would continue to butcher it even if you gave me the correct pronunciation.
For millennia, these gentle
no ads, please.
Roamed the earth, grazing off the lush vegetation of the time. Their mere existence transformed the landscape.
Is there a way to, like, skip the radio ads? Like, I know what they're going for, but I don't actually like it. Key mapping. In-game? Do. Just looking for skip to next track. Okay, shared probably. Nope. Audio?
Dino Oil is proud to continue.
It worked, but why is it not? Okay, let me double check the redeem command and just like
wagon, making it the oldest
door
form of recycling there is. Dino Oil. Embrace
history.
the power of
Name something
bones.
in game.
Elle here. I have a question for you guys.
Okay, so it does show up in my redemptions.
Whole city every day? And what about when the mail comes from another city and he has to go get it before bringing it here? I can see why.
Go
stamps are
to
so
items.
expensive. Anyway, if you're listening, mailman.
Okay,
this
edit
one's
that.
for
Saddle up in the morning.
Redeem shows alert, redeem via
The
chat.
only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a
Do I just not
40-year-old
have
horse
a
named
source for
Clover.
that?
This is Jimmy Fries coming to you from Studio 2. Whoa, whoa! Looks like
Event
someone's
list,
horsing
chat box,
around.
tip ticker, follower goal, alert box.
Okay, easy.
You know what? I wonder if I have the alert
Your
box
favorite hits,
misconfigured right
prices,
now.
and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and
Cloudbot
Stallion.
store is not
Stable
enabled.
entertainment only on Cities Radio.
Okay, that's why.
Coffee, fuel of the modern economy.
That is, in fact, why that did not work, is so I didn't have the alert turned on in the alert box setup. Okay, so, you are renaming which district? Also, this district being Spring Square. Yes, that's totally fine.
All while generally making more noise than anyone.
Which district are we renaming?
So drink up and let the productivity flow. Sippy
Robin Square, downtown, Spring Square,
Get it while it's hot.
Florence District. What you got for me?
Actions we are required to warn against drinking hot coffee.
Licorice Cove. Okay.
This is Cities Radio, home of music.
Licorice Cove. Did I misspell it? Nope, that's how you spell licorice. Lyco rice. Okay. So this will start to fill in down here. And then we've got the metro station. Do we have enough to hook it in? Not enough money. Okay, so we need to let some money roll in. Play on 3x speed. Residential should pop up really quick. So they'll start to move in. There's going to be some ugly cliffs, but honestly, like, I personally like it. I know a lot of people don't. The metro station is unpowered down here. I like licorice. You can make it whatever color you want. I don't eat sweets anymore, but when I used to, I was definitely a fan of licorice. Starting to see a little bit of traffic down here in the industry area. Which is the milestone where we're going to get the big loan. 14K, yeah, I don't know that we're going to get to 14K without the expansion, but I don't know that we're going to be able to expand without the loan. So just waiting on people to move in down here. I think we've got some more stoplights we need to disable. Disable, stop, disable, stop, stop. Disable, stop, stop. Disable, stop. I don't know. This is... This sounds like I'm listening to a gospel station. Okay, this is from Crusader Kings 2 Viking Metal. This is definitely not Viking Metal. Our kingdom will fall. Okay. I believe you. And so actually, I think we should go ahead and drop a bus line down here. Well, the thing is, if we drop a bus line, they won't use the metro. It's got to be the acoustic version, yeah. So yeah, we will do a bus line that goes down this direction. Actually put it right next to the metro stop. Come back around and stop that block. Stop there. 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 And then... Can't figure out how to complete the line, huh? I'll see, it's pretty easy. You go around the roundabout and you complete the line. You are annoying me. Okay. I don't like that that's not working. So maybe we need to modify the roundabout. I swear it should work, is the thing. I guess it just can't change lanes fast enough after this point. All right, well, we will figure that out some other time. I want to get some cash rolling in. Especially since we probably have... Okay, we actually have decent healthcare coverage down here. Death care coverage is fine. Fire coverage is good down here. We don't have a big police station yet. We do want to get a police headquarters down. Education coverage, elementary down here is kind of bad. High school is really bad. We don't even have a university yet. We need some cash. I'm just gonna throw that out there. We do have enough to build out the metro. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. Probably loop it in like that, and then we will add a metro line. Can you not... What happened here? Create a new line. Go to this stop. Being a little weird right now, but okay. That stop, that stop, that stop, and then back. Sure, fine, whatever. And then it'll figure out what it needs to be. So it's going to be the blue line, 5 stops, 2 vehicles, passengers. Not a lot of people are using the metro right now. I figure this one will probably fill up as people start to move in down here, though. See, this is a slapper. This is EU4 music right here. We should also probably put a couple parks down here for land value. Do a dog park, like right here. That'll help with land value a good bit. You know what? Here, have another smaller park right there. And then let's take a look at the land value, see how we're doing. Obviously, this beachfront property is in high demand. Good stuff so far. So we're just gonna keep it on 3 times speed, let the money trickle in. I'm not gonna like raise taxes or anything. Don't want to stunt growth. Starting to see some traffic here, but still not much. Traffic flow is at 84%. Still nothing that's jumping out as a problem. This metro stop, not a lot of people on it yet, but there are some people waiting. Seem to be okay right now, though. You are having an issue with educated workers. I'm really tempted to name the sewage system Rahat. I don't know if that is a reference to something that I am too stupid to get. So the residences are very slowly moving in out here. We have made it to Small City, which does open up opens up trains and monorails. Probably not going to do any of that right now. Although I'm not against the idea of getting a train line out into this space as well. We are at 105k, so maybe it is time to do the big expansion. Although honestly, I think a police headquarters does need to exist somewhere in the city. Let's go with that. Let some more people move in. It's a tweet in Turkey and Romania, but in Romania it has another meaning. You can guess what. So in Romania, does it happen to mean poop? I'm gonna venture to guess that that's actually what it means. All right, so let's just keep an eye on the metro. It's not really being used very much right now. You know, I'm actually curious. Nope, we do have the loops going in opposite directions. So, I don't know, dude. That's weird. So, I think what we'll do is, instead of the way we were going to try to do it before, is we'll try to just do a bus route, like, down here. Because then they can U-turn. Drop off at the metro station, stop there, stop there. Okay, this will work. This way we get at least some bus service out here from downtown. It is the lower side of downtown, but that seems okay to me. Yeah, I have no idea how I was able to figure that one out. No idea. What's the most orange part of the city? We can name it Mars. Well, you already named this Licorice Cove. Probably the industrial area that's currently named Cozy Heights. Even though that is going to end up changing. But I think if you look at it from up here, probably the industry area. Let's see here. We've got some good upgrades going in down here.
Lock eyes with a lemur. Shake hands with a turtle.
So,
City Zoo, you can experience
we are
the wild in our
not getting enough education going. I think we need to get a university plopped down somewhere.
She'll hook you with her smile.
Let's figure out where we can pull this off. It needs to hit the largest amount of citizens possible. I mean, realistically, it should probably be in downtown, but for the whole family. I don't think it fits. Doesn't quite fit.
We'll look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home.
Nope. Not gonna fit there. Can't put it there.
I really like being a radio host.
Okay, so I think this still had some decent coverage. We'll drop a university in right there. And then, yeah, we're gonna wait a while on money. We are definitely in a tight spot money-wise. We actually don't need this much education budget.
Usually short fingers, which are a characteristic of my family line. I was unable to play spots at the elite level I would have liked to.
As yeah, we don't have much elementary school usage is the thing. High school usage, we're fine, and then the university should fill up pretty quickly, and then that way we can start getting some educated workers.
I'll never drop the ball on prices, and that's because low prices and my customers' happiness.
More residential demand creeping up there again.
In the advertisement. Just remember, when the game's on the line,
So just because I know we're gonna need it, let's go ahead and buy this tile, just so I don't have to think about it anymore. I do have the 81 tiles mod on as well, so we can have all the tiles we want.
Radio. I'm L. You know, like the letter.
So we should consider just going ahead and filling this island out, finishing things up over here. We're not going to do a central thoroughfare like we did here. It's just that it made sense for that to be a logical extension of downtown. I see things starting to get a good chunk of traffic heading into this roundabout. But traffic flow is still okay overall. Metro is starting to see some usage. And then the newest bus route we put in, bus line 5, hasn't automatically named itself yet. Probably should run a few more vehicles on this one. Let's crank this up to 5. I think that'll be okay. Can you regenerate your name? Refresh name and color. It hasn't figured out what it wants to be. Okay, the buses stacking up there is really bad. I think it's partially just because we added a bunch of new buses that it's doing that. Yeah, I think it'll get better as they spread out. It's just that we added a lot to the routes right away. But we'll keep an eye on it. If it continues to cause problems, you know, we'll deal with it. Not enough goods to sell. All right, our residential demand is climbing through the roof. I promise we will do this expansion today. That is the thing that's going to happen. But let's go ahead and do this expansion down here first. Get me back up above ground. And let's start working on this part. We'll just kind of follow the coastline a little bit here. And this can just be like a really long, wide, sweeping corner. And then into the beach that way. And then bring this in right about on that node. And then just start filling in the gaps. This one we're gonna do a little bit more traditional for me. Maybe bring in a little street that way. Branch off of this one. This one can go up from that road. And then we'll even extend this one out that way. That can be like that. Have this kind of come off of it like that. Sorry, but I'm really invested in some of these candy names. You're getting really into this whole Candyland motif. Oh, there's a park there, so we can't quite pull that one off. Do like a really interesting kind of uphill angle there. We'll bring this one down. I do not want that to be a ramp at all. Or a bridge, I mean. Try again. No. Down on the height. Okay, it doesn't want to do that. So we're going to force it onto the ground. And it's going to look a little ugly. But you guys know that I'm okay with ugly. Happy Hippo is such a cool name for chocolate. It is a cool name for chocolate. Can't deny that. And then why don't we connect this like so. And then do that. So it is kind of a pattern, but also kind of not a pattern. Turn that off. And then what does our coverage look like down here? Almost completely watered. We missed that little spot there. Healthcare coverage is good from the big hospital. Fire coverage is good. Police coverage is not good. We may want to build a little police station down there, but we'll see. Education, I mean, let's go ahead and get an elementary school in here somewhere. We know we're going to need it. We've got a bus line that runs all the way down that way. That's probably fine for now. We are going to need to get some parks in here. You do have Nestle products in America, right? Yes, but they are different Nestle products from the rest of the world, if I remember correctly. Throw a couple parks in like so for land value, and then throw in little pockets of commercial here and there. Just so they do have some local shopping and they're not all just driving all the way into downtown. But none like actually on the beach or cliff sides themselves. Okay, and then the rest of this is residential. Okay, if that doesn't suit our residential demand for a while, I don't know what will. This will probably get us up to around the 10K mark. I assume you don't have Milka? No, we do not. We do not have Milka in America. Excuse me. But residential demand will soon be a problem of the past, at least for the short term. And that should be enough people to get us a lot of tax dollars that we can use to finally start doing the expansion over here. I'm looking forward to doing the first highway interchange. I'm excited. I don't know what our first exit is going to be, but since this just kind of skirts along this way, probably just going to do more trumpet style interchanges, because I don't know at what point we're going to like actually turn this into a four-way and bring it out here. But we're sitting at $6.5 grand profit. Definitely a solid amount. Let's double check our land values, make sure that everything is good. Should be fine down there. Not really any low land value stuff. So I do want to get the industry out of here and then get that cleaned up. So traffic, haven't checked it in a little bit. All right, looks like we're starting to have some issues down here. Looks like from the bus lines, actually. This is probably from the bus lines getting overloaded with passengers. This is the green line. There are a lot of passengers stressing the bus lines. This stop has a ton of people just outside of downtown. Let's see. All right, that tells me that it would probably be good to maybe bring the metro line out here a little ways. Get a bit of a loop going. We do have a little bit of cash, so probably a good idea to grab a little bit of metro. Probably put this... Absolutely. This is a banger of a song right here. This seems like a decent spot. We can try to loop this in. No, actually, I want it to be this direction. That would work right there. Because what I would like to do, if you take me down into the underground 12 should be about right. We've got a station here. Let's actually just go with the pure curves. Curve around, and then we are low on cash, so just keep the game unpaused while we're doing this. Let the cash flow in. That way, as soon as we have the money for this, I think having the metro go out this way and then just make it loop. It's going to be a solid metro loop, I would say. So we'll come back to that here in just a bit. Let the money roll in. Electricity, water, and sewage all doing just fine. Landfill usage is starting to get up there. We do have a couple recycling plants that are helping things out as well. Traffic is starting to run into some issues, probably from this bus line. Not having bus lanes is going to be a bit of a problem. So we need to keep in mind that adding in some bus lanes is probably not the worst idea I've ever had. So we're going to have this kind of curve out this way. And, you know, underground metro lines just cost a bunch of money. And then you're going to pretty much just go like that. Gonna cost us 34 grand to connect that one up. That's fine. I can wait. Industry demand is going to start creeping up, so we could probably move some of our commercial to offices here pretty soon. But definitely got all the residential demand fulfilled for now. I'm not going to worry about the industry demand right this second. We are not even close to filling out the university. Elementary and high school availability is starting to get a little bit low. We may want to put a high school down in the cove somewhere. In the Licorice Cove. Ah, EU4 main theme. Oh, you love to see it. Or love to hear it, I guess. Traffic in downtown is definitely going to start picking up. You can see we're starting to see some action on this street. The popular street, traffic flow is going to start running us into some issues. I think we've got enough to do the metro line I wanted to do. Give me a nice clean curve. Get that connected up, and then what are we doing? We're going to do a metro loop that goes from there to there to there, back again. And realistically, we should add in more stops. So why don't we bulldoze these and add in a metro stop? There is actually a good spot, but we do actually have to redo this just a little bit. Did kind of mess it up. Not a big deal. Fun. Curve down this way. And then curve in like so. Leave it running so that we actually have the money to build it. 11 grand, we have that now. And then we should probably do the same thing down here. Maybe try to put a stop like right in here somewhere. Okay, and then just wait for the money to roll in. This is definitely an awkward curve. Let's not talk about that one. Never heard of Trident. Are you talking about the gum? Trident gum? Yeah, that's a pretty popular gum down here that for a long time they tried to pass it off as like, it's good for your teeth. It's like brushing without having to brush, which is obviously like a complete lie and scam. So we need just a little bit more money. This is a really good spot for it, I would say. Bring that in, and then that's going to be a little bit of an awkward curve, but not too bad. Apparently it's the best-selling gum in the world. I actually didn't know it was the best-selling gum in the world. That's kind of insane. Kill this loop, please. Show me metro lines. Delete that, please. I want you to go this way. I don't want you to interfere with the primary inner downtown loop. So that should be a solid line for us. So it looks like the blue line is actually starting to get a little bit of passenger going. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Bus line 5 is not doing much because it basically does the same thing the Metro does, but it's just to augment each other. The red line, though, is absolutely crushing it. That's this one. That is now supplemented with metro stations. We actually should put down a taxi depot and put some taxi stops in. That'll help out. Actually, no, that's really more for tourists, though. You can see this road is, it's gonna start being a problem. We're gonna need to consider some upgrades in here pretty soon. I'm thinking that we should probably get some stop signs. Let's manage this junction. Yeah, let's stop sign there and stop sign there. That way this traffic has the right of way. Hollywood, that's a chewing gum. I have never heard of Hollywood chewing gum before. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. So that should help clean this up a little bit, having the stop signs. I legitimately do not know where they are selling those at.
And it will grow with interest. That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated for you.
85% traffic flow, still doing okay. It is getting to the point where I'm like, this is the part of City Skylines that I enjoy, is Traffic Manager Simulator 2020.
You want to go money fishing, so you use a little money to catch a big money. You know, just come in and talk to us. We have even more metaphors that allow us to avoid...
I love dealing with the mass transit as well. Just trying to figure out, okay, how am I going to optimize this? And so, Metro... Or not that one. Metro is doing okay. The yellow loop I feel like is going to be pretty good for us, and there's only one vehicle on it right now. We should definitely pop this one up. Potentially even adding a third one, because we've got a lot of passengers who are ready to go on this loop. This should start to reduce the strain on the bus lines that go out into these suburbs, because we have a lot of people out here. I think we do need to consider a police station down here at some point, but let's just do this. Take, pay now, take. We're sitting at 138K, ladies and gentlemen. I've been talking about it for the entire first hour of the stream and for like the last hour of last stream. It's time to finally build something out here. And I want space. Give me these tiles. Purchase that one. We do not have that one unlocked yet. That makes me very sad. Do we get a new tile on the next one? We do. Okay, never mind, we're not building it yet. We need 11,000 people. Sorry, not sorry. Let's build out some more high density res. Take me up to ground level, please. A little bit of freeform goodies here. And then probably bring you back in right about there. And then take a look at where we're going. That's fine. And probably would like to not have too terribly many intersections. Curve this one over. Curve this one down. I would like that to be on the ground, please. There we go. This music is amazing. And then let's actually connect this little bit up right there. That's kind of an awkward dead man's corner. Struggled to find a good name for the main district. The main district, are you saying downtown? It would be nice to have a better name for downtown than just, it's downtown. High density res, right there. Let's go. And you have good coverage of all the things, except here's an elementary school. Is this part of a district? You are kind of part of downtown and kind of part of Robin Square. Honestly, fine. We haven't looked at policies in a while. Let's take a look. Is there anything that we should be doing over here? Honestly, free public transport, I'm going to turn that on citywide. It is going to cut our income just a little bit, but if you take a look at our profit, I mean, how much are we actually earning? 869 from public transit? I don't care. It's really all taxes, and that's going to get even more cars off the road. And then we should also be encouraging biking. I think that is a city planning. Encourage biking. And then, what does boost connections do for us? All right, 1 second. Outside connections can handle more vehicle, increasing the amount of visitors. Not yet. All industrial are for well and highly educated, increases production output, reduces workplaces. We can't really afford that right this second because we're already low on that type of stuff. Actually, you know what? High-tech housing. Here's something we're gonna do. We're gonna redo a little bit of district work. Oh, you guys aren't watered? You are not watered. Let's water you. That's fair. What are you doing here? I actually think that we are going to get rid of this district line here, push downtown back onto the major thoroughfare. And then this new area we built up, we're going to make a new district. And this district is going to be high-tech housing. Oop, don't do that. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. There we go. Lilac Heights, you are going to be high-tech housing. Yes, because I do want a little bit of high-tech housing. It increases, make that one Halva. What does Halva mean before I name that? Also, am I saying a bad word in another language? Is there something else we can do here? Taxation. Probably not. Education boost for sure. Yes, I think that'll be good. It's a nougat-based candy from my hometown. Ooh, nougat's good stuff. Nougat is really good stuff. Let's let these build in. Hopefully this will get us up to the 11,000 we need to unlock the next tile. If you redeem your points, I will name this one Halva for you. How do the public transit lines look out here? You know, we may want to just run a little bus line out here for these guys. Okay, the metro is really starting to pop off now. Let's take a closer look. Yeah, that yellow line though. Good passenger count. We got a pretty solid passenger count on the blue line as well. We should consider turning the blue line into more of a loop. Downtown loop, not doing a ton right now, but seems good. And then just making sure none of the bus lines are like overloaded at the moment. Only took you 2 years in game. 2 years in game to do what? Get to 11,000? Hey, you know what? I'm a slow builder. Don't judge me. You have a bunch of buses. Honestly, 10 vehicles is probably too many. I haven't looked at traffic in a while. 85% traffic flow. As long as that stays in 80s. So like in 18 minutes, I'll do that. Okay. But yeah, let's go ahead and run a little bus line out here. I don't think it's going to be a super popular line, but I think it could be beneficial just because there's going to be a lot of people moving around out here. Probably drop right there. And that's a one-way. So we'll just run a little bit of a loop. That seems good. I'm good with that. Looks like these are upgrading immediately. We've got some incredible land value out here. That industry demand is really getting up there. I want to hit that 11,000 though, so we can unlock that last tile, and then we're going to pause the game, and we're going to be paused for like an hour, guys. We're sitting on truckloads of cash. I'm ready to go. Just let me start playing with it. We've got, looks like just some bus lines causing some issues down here. Lots and lots of people being dropped off. Cemetery usage starting to get up there. Water and sewage starting to get up there as well. We're gonna need to consider taking care of that pretty soon. This entrance into our city is problematic. We probably need to give people a little feeder lane to bypass some of this stuff. Because that is a loop that goes that way. Here's something we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna do just a little feeder road. A one lane, one way. We're gonna just give you guys a little something you can do. Yo, Howdy! What's going on, my brother? You finished up streaming for the day, my friend? Bring that little feeder road over there. And then let's set up the lanes for this. Clear up this right lane to be an exit only. No stream today, OBS troubles. Aw, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Hate it when OBS does annoying stuff. That's going to be a right lane only. You can go right lane and middle lane, and then you have to stay in the left lane. That's going to clean that up. And then that just gives a nice little bypass. That should take a little bit of stress off. Not much, but I could see some people probably are going to use this. We'll take a peek at it for a minute. Yeah, definitely some people wanting to go that way. Well, you know what, Howdy? Just, I'm glad you're here. Kick back, relax, enjoy some good Paradox music, and watching me very, very, very slowly build up this city. Elementary school capacity is good. High school capacity starting to get pretty full.